rebounds by him, 13 offensive rebounds, and 48 points in the second half. That was the tail of the tape, to me, how we lost the game. There was 4 keys going into the game that we had to do well. We had to do well in transition defense. I thought we did pretty much the entire game except for the last play of the first half, which was just a really poor play on our part to go down and really not execute what we were supposed to do offensively, then come down and run away from the guy who was wide and they left him wide open for a 3. That was poor. I thought our ball screen defense was really good. It was all we changed just over and over because of trying to help our bigs, and today we're in a drop, which means the bigs were way off the screen, and our guards had to get over and get back and force tough twos, and that way we didn't have to help on the roll. We could be out on the shooters so they couldn't play across the midline like Pitt did, and we did a good job on that. And but when there's tough twos, and there's tough rebounds. And so you have to get those rebounds, and that leads to those offensive rebounds. The third thing was guard the post. We knew that coming in, and I know we got 14,000 people in there that think they can coach, and telling me to double team the post. And did you see what happened when we did that? And we watched film after film after film of this guy. He can pass. He's a great passer. We knew going in, you have to guard him, you have to make him go right, you have to make him shoot it over your body between. And we did a good job of that in the first half. Second half, we did not. And then the fourth thing was rebounds. And when they average over more than 10 offensive rebounds a game, they win. And they got 13. And it's a 2-point game, and so those things come back to haunt you. But a lot of credit to to DJ. Played well. I've coached against him before when he was a winter. So, it wasn't news to me. I thought a big play was we finally just put Damari on him to try to get him to pass it. Damari did, and then he threw it out. We should have stole the ball. Went right through our hands, right to them, and then I think Quaybell made a really tough runner to kind of give him a little breather room. I thought after we called timeout, we got a really good look at 3. Damari got a great look at it, missed it. Ty, we got it back. Ty missed it. We had good looks. But just giving up 48 points in the second half is just not winning.
The second half.
Oh, big. It's a 40-minute game, and that was the last thing I said to the team before we went out for the game was we got to play 40 minutes. We can't play 33, can't play 35, can't play 37. We got to play 40. And the first half defensively was really good, and we did what we just said we had to do to win the game. And try to win it 2 by 2. Can they beat you? You got off 26 rounds. It's better that than giving up 18, 15 threes, in my opinion. And so you got to take away. You're not going to take away everything. And so. But then when he missed, we didn't get the rebound. So it's very disappointing to give up 48 points in the second half. That's just not winning.
Yes, Steve, you talked about when DJ was going on that run. What other options did you have to maybe try to slow him down? You talked about trying to double him, and
there's no
didn't
other
work
option
well, right?
Because he posted the 3-point line and he backs you down. So you can't deny him the ball. You can try, but you can do a double, and then you saw what happened. It's. The bottom line is you got to guard your man one-on-one. And you know what his strengths are. You know what he can do, so take that away and then make him go body between. Don't give him an angle and then box him out. And then box out the weak side, too. So we made him miss a few times in the second half. But then they went and there was one series there, I think they got 4 or 5 offensive rebounds in one possession. It's losing basketball, especially in a tight game like this. And so, that's it. There's no other option. There's either double him or not. And you saw what happened when we did, and I wasn't going to go down like that. And so we had to find somebody that could put somebody, get a body between and make him miss, and go get the rebound.
Coach, in the second half, NC State went on a very quick 16-2 run. Obviously, DJ Burns was tough to stop on defense, but what was going wrong on offense?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we played very good offense the second half. I thought they're a very quick, athletic team. They're physical, they're tough, they're older. I thought they may have sped us up on offense a lot. I didn't think we played great offense. We scored enough points to win. But there was a stretch there in the second half where our offense was just as bad as our defense. And guys were getting sped up, taking bad shots. We had a bunch of shots. We haven't had that all year. At the end of the shot clock, just didn't get a shot, got our shot blocked. We had a couple 3 plays at the rim where we just didn't finish, or we got it blocked. Cam struggled the entire day.
Versus last year, do you handle a 3-game losing streak differently with a younger group than you would?
Yeah, you know, Josh, I've never really yelled at a team after a loss. They're already feeling bad, right? I mean, unless it's just something that's just maybe early in the year, blow a lead late. Okay, but these are hard-fought games. It's not going to do them any good for me to go in there and just pound on them, you know? And so I got to build their, actually, I got to make them more confident, you know? And I got to build up their confidence. And so they're not as calloused as an older group, you know what I mean? Like older group, like he's got, you know, they've been through the wars, they get it, they'll keep bouncing. I've got to keep these guys, I got to keep their energy up, and I'll do that. We have to practice tomorrow because we play Tuesday, so it's a grind. You got to have a short memory in this thing. You know, you can't dwell on it because it just keeps coming at you. We got a tough game Tuesday at Duke.
And now that you're making the turn in conference play, do you see an obvious uptick in the quality of ACC competition versus last year?
Yeah, I mean, I just think there's a lot of depth. You know, there's not as many teams. I think there's the majority of teams can beat anybody. I mean, even Notre Dame has struggled, right? But then they just lost by 2 at NC State, right? I don't know the scores today, but I don't know if there's like an overly elite team. I mean, I think Virginia's a really good basketball team, maybe elite. You know, Carolina obviously could be, and Duke got healthy, and there's other teams. Clemson's playing awesome. You know, there's good teams, and so it's going to be a battle every night. And you can't get too high, you can't get too low. You know, but I don't.